This is Brickhead Boy Toy Reviews. Today we'll be looking at Rebrickable tank. This is a T-64 Bulat. You can download the instructions for $2. So for $2, download the instructions and you can upload the pieces you need to Bricklink and buy them separately. And again, I'm sorry I cannot tell you how much I spent for the pieces because I bought them with other projects as well. But I got the pieces and the instructions, so ready to build this tank. This tank contains 700 plus pieces, but on this part here it says 599, so I don't know which is correct. But anyways, let's go on. Here are the pieces. Let's build it. And here's the tank complete. So with the instructions and the pieces, the only substitutes I made were these flat silver pieces. They're supposed to be the dark bluish gray, but those are very hard to find and very expensive. So I substituted those dark bluish gray with these. And there's a couple of pieces here that I exchanged for this one because we didn't need these pieces, and these pieces cost more and are more rare than this. So fair substitution. Let's start with the instructions. So the instructions have the basic essential steps, number of pieces, and the pieces you need, yes. However, there are some floating parts in this model, and there's also one big problem is it'll show you the pieces, but it's so hard to tell where to put them and where to place them. So the piece you're supposed to put should either be highlighted or, indicated that that's the piece you put on. Also, too, this front part here needed an extra plate because if you did not put the plate, instructions have 2, but you need to put 3 of these plates because if you don't, the threads will get stuck. And then on this one too, you see where the 1x1 plates are. You need 2 of those. However, those do not belong there. You need the 1x1 brick that's modified, that has the stud sticking out on the side. So that part right there is a mistake on the instructions. And if you build this one, just keep that in mind. Anyways, let's go on to the build. So here's the middle of the track, the runner, and this wheel is in the middle. You can't put them sideways. So you cannot put one wheel here and one wheel there. Not enough clearance. So this is what ends up happening if you look carefully. And can't really rotate the wheel because, oh, that came off. Let's just take a look here. So now you can, barely, and nothing's holding these wheels. So you have suspension, but the wheels will go up. They won't go down. And so this is what happens when you press on the tank. The wheels cave in. And the only reason this wheel is held up is because of the sprocket on the back. So major flaw there. I'm going to have to fix that. I might use different tracks, we'll see, or put a smaller piece in the middle and let this wheel stick out. We'll figure that out later. Aside from that, there's not much cross assembly, so this is what happens. That comes off, and then, so this piece comes off very easily. And you have to keep bending these wire tube pieces, so these keep coming off. There is a good and bad part. So this part is pretty fragile, the side, but you can actually take it off for good reason. So you could look at the track and see what happens. Even if I put that extra plate in there, the track catches on to the front slope here, and you cannot rotate the track. So I'm going to fix this up before I conclude my review. Let's do it. So here it is, quite an easy fix, but it took me a while. I was experimenting with the pieces and still rolls well. So this is the new way how I fixed it, and this one wheel here is the old way, so you can see how it sticks out. And when you put the track, this is the old wheel, the new wheels. The other fix on this tank is basic. It's just more cross assembly, so I use different plates and tiles to interlock the pieces. So now it's hard to just pull sections each, and turret is more stable. One last thing. So here's a minifigure, and let's see if he fits into the hatches. So keep in mind he does have a vest on, and without the vest he would go in pretty much all the way. Same with this side. You cannot have him sit, only stand inside the hatches. And now here's a comparison with an armor brick T-72 to the T-64 Bulat. Front to back, they're pretty much the same in length. Width is pretty much the same, with armor brick having one plate more on the sides because of the armor. With my modification, the wheels are a bit lower, which makes the body higher, and compared to the armor brick one, it is a little bit higher. And I was able to make a flag too for this tank. So let's conclude this review. So again, this is from Rebrickable.com. Look for T-64 Bulat, and the designer is Gunsofbrickston. So the instructions, $2, very good price, and easy to upload the pieces to Bricklink. Buy the pieces and you'll have yourself a pretty good kit. The kit itself looks good. It's what you expect from a Bulat tank. However, just some of the parts and building techniques need to be fixed and modded. Other than that, pretty good tank, in my opinion. And we're checking out if you like this tank, this Brickhead Boy. Thanks for watching.